Hey everyone, this is Brady with Storm Equipment. I'm the operations manager here, and today we're going to show you how to replace a live edge section. So here's some of the tools and parts that you will need. First, start with some of the parts that we'd want you to have on hand just in case you run into issues. We have the bolts and nuts for the bottom, the holders and the springs. Again, may not need them, but just in case you run into issues, you're going to probably want them around. And for tools, we need a couple ratchet straps for the way that we're going to show you today. 3/4 inch wrench, socket and impact, and then just in case they've been on there for a while, you may need a grinder and a hammer and chisel just to cut through the bolts that were underneath there. So we'll show you the process here right now. All right, so our first process here is to get some straps around all the way through the edge, and then we just hook it together. It's usually easiest to keep the edge or keep the straps on the outside of the edge. And then as far as tightening, we're just gonna do enough to get some of the tension off the spring on the back side. If you follow me around to the back, we can kind of show you how we routed these straps to the back side. Gotta get a little creative on these center ones because you got the hitch system here on this side. But there we go. From there, we're going to start getting our bolts off the bottom. All right, so these edges have been on for 7 years now. So we'll try and get them loose, but they are pretty corroded. So we are going to go to plan B and get out our trusty grinder. Okay, so now that we have the hardware removed from the backside, we are ready to remove our edge. So we'll obviously just release our two straps a little bit. And then to put it back on, you're going to want these straps again, so we won't take them all the way off, but our edge will slide right out and the springs will go with it. So now that the edge and the springs fell out, we have our two T-pieces here that we're just going to twist the opposite direction and they will slide right out. And our edge is removed and we're now ready to put our edge back in. So after inspecting our edge that we took off here and seeing we have plenty of carbide left, you can see my finger for an example there. There's still plenty there after 7, actually 8 years now since we were into spring. We've been through 8 years with this edge and she's still got plenty of life left. So now we're gonna show you how to put her back in. Okay, so you wanna start by getting your edge kind of set in here a little bit. You can't exactly get her started too much before you get your spring and holder in there, but get her kind of sitting here close, otherwise it's all going to start falling apart on you again. We'll insert our holder, get that spun so it's sitting in there nice. Same thing with the other side. And just kind of twist once you get them in there. And as you get your spring on here, get her to kind of sit there, maybe. And then we'll need to angle our edge around. So in this instance, we did switch our ratchet straps around, so they're on this side. So once we get everything lined up, we can tighten it up. But if you have a second set of hands with you, that would work as well. Keep everything on the same side. But we do have our edge in here with it sitting behind our spring retainers. So then if we slide our springs in here, they're gonna stay there, better hold in there. Same thing on this side. And we're just gonna work with our edge here a little bit. To get it started. Once we kind of get her started, start tightening everything up. And you need to just make sure that your spring retainer is lined up in the hole gaps here again. Then we'll just tighten them up the rest of the way so that you have plenty of room where your bolt's going to go through. And then after that, all we got to do is get our bolt in here and tightened up on both sides. And that is all it is to it. So we'll let our straps undone. Go to the front and remove our straps, and she is ready to push through the next storm.